Hello and welcome. One moment while I see if we are running and give people a few more minutes to walk in. Guess if I post the notice that I'm streaming, that might actually work instead of just halfway posting it. Mhm. Oh, I think I started early. I, I meant to start at 9. I do apologize. Any voices you hear in the background, I'm not alone. I do have someone that works at home. Okay, I can't. Okay, Facebook freaking replies aren't working. I can't see. I think I misspelled the reply, but I can't tell. Facebook, stop breaking. No one uses Twitter anymore. We need you. You and Blue Sky. Let's see here. Make sure this is running. YouTube. What have y'all been up to? Fortnite fans, what do y'all plan to be up to if this is dying? We'll talk about the elephant in the room in a minute before we start streaming. We are going to talk in the middle of the streams about things that are going on, but the biggest elephant in the room having to deal with Fortnite. First thing, why does that keep spinning? It's been doing that the past few times. I've been playing it since the new premiere. Oh yeah, they fired their people. Get to that one moment. That was a pleasant burp in my ears. I sounded like a fucking pigman from Minecraft. Pleasant burp in my ears. Yeah, I'm having IBS issues, so if I burp, I apologize. Just things that happen with someone who has IBS issues. Okay, we'll wait a few more minutes. Let me get what I'm gonna do here. By the way, she is a gorgeous outfit, honestly. The last of the good ones, if they're fired all the freaking artists. God damn, I can't be more mad at Fortnite if I wanted to. They'd have to start stabbing fucking puppies for me to be more mad at them. I'm so mad at them that I am going to do the locker series and probably cancel my membership. Just leave, even if they don't die. That's how mad I am at them. How mad I am at Sweeney. Sweeney Reels shitbag. Use my language. I am not like I get monetized anyway, but I am super pissed at Sweeney. Tim Sweeney talks with Tim Sweeney, right? Mustard created what was a amazing game. Then Sweeney came over, put his dick in it, decided that his dick just wanted the money, and decided to spend his entire time at Fortnite trying to ruin it for his own profit. It's like having, I don't know how to describe it. It's like having Trump become president. I wouldn't be surprised if Sweeney's on the Epstein files. Who knows? So, no, I'm kidding. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm kidding. Let's get this set up. First one up is Paul. Oh, okay, he does not have a thing. Let's go down just to get some matching stuff for him. Anything chapter one Christmassy? Chapter one Christmassy. That's on the backbling, so his backbling will remain random. So if y'all haven't, I'm just going to introduce y'all to the Locker series. If y'all haven't seen any of my Locker series or my like 5 times to restart it, the Locker series is what I used originally called the Skin series. I realized that sounded kind of weird. Is a series where I go through my entire locker bit by bit for a few hours each time I get to stream, and up until I reach the present day. And we talk about the lore, the character. We'll go through the characters more than once since they have more than one skin. Because this guy's from Save the World, technically. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else to really say there. I don't think I have any chapter one falls because I don't think they had falls in chapter one. Chapter four might be where they started those. Chapter four is where I had the very first got into the you know thing. Of course, we didn't have any of those. And we're just gonna randomize this and have fun while we wait. Actually, you know what? Chapter one. That's the only one I have for chapter one. Do you know they try to get sued by the guy who danced this inside Scrubs, and then the people who made Scrubs were like, "No, we gave him permission." The actor owned it, not the studio. Anything cool in here? Let's see. We got Cypher PK. I wonder what these people are gonna do if freaking Fortnite goes to hell. Like, if Fortnite wasn't shit, if Sweeney hadn't ruined everything, I'd be purchasing so much this season. I'm so pissed. I even got a new job. I can maybe afford a little. I want this. Daffy Duck's an amazing icon. Lola's furry bait. I mean, look at this emote. It's amazing. It. I love just how Daffy Duck looks. He's perfect. The artist is perfect with him before getting fired. And Lola's, thank God, original Space Jam Lola, and not her whatever the frick she is on the TV show. Let's get out of here. Then they released this. I'm not a huge Hercules fan, but I'm sure for Hercules fan, this is like my. If you have to point to a Disney and say it's your least favorite Disney movie, and we're not just talking shitty remakes. Oh goodness! Apparently, I'm allergic to talking again. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, if you have to point to Disney movies that are original, no remakes or anything, and say it's your least favorite Disney movie, it's probably Hercules for me. His storyline's meh. He's the best part of the movie. And the kind of preachy Christian Baptist like singing in it, which it doesn't give me the feel of Grecian singing for some reason. Um, it just wasn't a turn on for me. I do not like Hercules music at all. Well, I'm dying now. Fortnite has sent out its allergy assassin since I'm talking against it. Oh, freaking Christ. Yeah, I can't hear it, but it's not my favorite music. This is coming off. I think the one before this was Tarzan, where Phil Collins made one of the best soundtracks after, which was after fucking Lion King, where the mixture of Hans Zimmer's um was he proud? This okay, hold on. Are we done yet? I messed up my earphones. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm still hearable. Messed up earphones. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm still hearable. Oh my god! So it needs to test if you can be allergic to streaming because every time I fucking stream, I die, and this is like the worst ever. Can you be allergic to setting on headphones? The mixture of setting on headphones, playing a video game, and streaming. Because if I'm just using the headphones, it doesn't happen. If I'm playing video games, it doesn't happen. And if I stream non-video game stuff, it doesn't happen. The moment I tie those two together, I get allergenic. Or maybe I'm allergic to cats. What do you say, Chi? Want to go spend your wish to a life outside? No, okay, I won't make you. Woo. Okay, I forgot what we were talking about. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this coming off Phil Collins. Phil Collins was amazing, and then that coming off Hans Zimmer and Elton John's Lion King. Just this music wasn't like too impressive to me. I think Alan Hirsch or someone did the actual background music of this one. The typical video game, I mean, typical Disney person. Let's see what it says. Oh no, it's Alan Menken, whatever. Alan something. I think that's the one I was thinking of. It's Alan Hirsch. That is a name. I'm just not sure who that is. But yeah, I mean, they got that. Then they had GOT, Game of Thrones. I would have bought that. And oh, these are actually kind of cool too. I always like the good original skins. But I'm afraid the future of Fortnite is skins made by AI and for poorly paid people. But between what they've done, the firing of over 1,000 employees, some of them the oldest employees of the company, and the raising of prices along that was supposed to keep them paid, that was the whole point to raise the V-Bucks on us, and the fact that they fired at least one member with brain cancer who now has no money to treat it, Epic can go fuck itself. I am never directly purchasing Epic's product again. Yes, I know Epic's Unreal Engine runs a bunch of their fucking games because they are the game engine, and I hope someone takes that over. But as soon as I'm done with the Locker series, I'm pretty much canceling my membership and moving on. Yeah, I always wondered what would drive this game to its extinction, but it was the greed of the person who owns it. It'll be a question of whether or not this game goes out with a whimper or if they try to end it with the natural storyline ending. And I probably won't be here around here for it at all. That said, let's get on with what we're doing. We've had enough time to wait here. Afraid if I wait anymore, I'm going to be so allergic to streaming that I'm going to swell up at the hoives. So every time we switch, I'm just going to hit like random, but we'll also see. Well, we'll probably go try some chapter related emotes as well. This is chapter one. Chapter one was when the game started out. It was actually two chapters before I started, almost three ish. I was brought to the game by a friend around chapter three's end. Fell in love with it. Partway through chapter four's battle pass, I did get it. I didn't get through the battle pass. I didn't realize the kind of grinding you had to do it. And back then, the grinding for the specials and to get to the end of the battle pass was something interesting. Like they wanted you to really work for it, which they really dumbed down sometimes. Or sometimes they bring it back and it's that hard, but it's very rare. And I don't think they had they had like full battle passes till four. Three had sort of a battle pass. Four was the first big battle pass. Anyways, this is chapter one. Chapter one, the island was, well, not very populated. I'm going to get off here. And by the way, if you try to talk to me, I won't be able to see the actual um chapter one, season one. Sorry, I'll be able to see y'all talk to me. So, chapter one to chapter two, there wasn't much. So, chapter one's map was no huge cities. We had Pleasant Park in the top left, where so is until pretty much the end of the island. Anarchy Acres at the top, which would be later destroyed by a rocket thing and sold off. Fatal Fields to the south, Salty Springs, Dusty Depot was still there. There was the factory south of Dusty Depot, which I remember playing a little bit in Chapter 3 before it was destroyed by the meteor. Greasy Grove on the left, with Burgers area, Flush Factory in the bottom left. Tomato Town, which would have a lot of shit happening to it. If you go to OG right now, Tomato Town no longer exists, neither does most of Greasy Grove or Flush Factory. Bottom right, you have Moist Street Buyer, which was replaced by the Desert, I believe. Above that was a small prison, which was a very famous place to land and get a lot of kills in. Racetrack on the far right, Retail Row in the middle right, and then Lonely Lodge, which would sit over there for a while. I don't know if Lonely Lodge was taken out by Eight's volcano. It may have been. And of course, Welling Woods. If you go to Welling Woods right now, um, in OG, it's browning because it's got the Fire King raising a volcano underneath it. But that was it on chapter one. It did it population. This was just like maybe a few years after the zero reality zero loop had been populated. What happened at this point is chapter one of Fortnite is technically after Save the World. Now, Save the World happened, and a lot of these characters, especially the early ones, including this guy, is from Save the World, and they either like Jonesy joined the IO for special conditions, or were forced by the IO into the loop away from the dying world of Save the World, despite the fact they apparently killed the Storm King. But so at this point, they've been like a year or so maybe into it, are enough that they've built cities or little towns, not really cities, little towns like Pleasant Park and Greasy, and got a little society going, maybe a year or two, depending. Despite the fact that it's a loop, there's obviously citizens that either are not affected by the loop or live within the loop and are able to just to live as normally as possible. It's not exactly explained how the cities exist while the loop exists, but it happens. We do know that the loop is one of two dimensions of the zero dimension. The one we're in is called the loop, or the one we were in is called the loop, and the flip side was outside the loop. It didn't have any of the loop stuff happening, but was still an island. And things that happened in one would often happen in the other, such as the spire being raised, had a spire raised in the other dimension, even though it happened inside the loop. Okay, so with that, we will head in. Oh, I guess we should just look up this real quick. That was the whole point of me coming here. Uh, is Yuletide Ranger, and we will be going to the fandom because I can actually read the date off that. Go. Okay. So the original OG version of this is Spitfire. That is his name in Save the World. He's had several outfits, even before Yuletide Ranger, including being a scout, which is basically refit Yuletide Ranger. Aerial Assault Trooper, which is basically the original Yuletide Ranger with a helmet on, and Funk Ops, which was a shop. Um, I think all these were item shops. So this gun was the Afro wearing one um, during the kind of bleed season. Yuletide Ranger, of course, came around Christmas. He also has a few later ones. Some of his more famous ones are Bright Gunner, Blue Striker, which I do have. Let's see here. Giddy Up, which was just Yuletide Ranger wearing the weird floaty thing. We'll see that in a few seasons. I think it's season 5. It's one of the later chapter 1 seasons. Bronto Stratus, which was the Storm Chaser, which we presumed to be an alternate reality version of him since he looks younger, but we don't know exactly. Um, and Night Gunner. Yeah, that's some of his more famous ones. Since he is from Save the World, and his original outfit does have the same tattoo that both Jonesy and uh, Ramirez wears, we assume that they got those tattoos over to Save the World as part of the Survivor group. We don't know if Yuletide Ranger was originally IO or was one shoved in. We do know that by the IO war, like most everybody, including Jonesy, he is fighting against IO. We see a version of him along with another lady we kind of assumed at the time may have been a relative, um, working to stop IO. And uh, they just seem to be fighting together. I don't think I have any kind of rap that is old enough. Rap. What am I thinking of? Rap. Uh, yes, we don't have any of these that reach back to chapter 1, do we? Season 4 is the earliest I have. I don't even know if they had those during chapter 1. So we'll go down here. Now, this is some kind of bullshit. Someone noticed earlier. Despite the fact that the Team Ice King has like 40% more people than Team Foundation, they've kind of tied and overpassed us. Now, that could mean that Team Foundation is just working really hard. If you come down here, they stop showing what team. Oh no, they're still showing it. Never mind. Well, even then. Oh, this is me and my friends. Okay. Someone's beating me at friends. Okay, Infinity, I see you. But look, most of my friends are Team Ice King. There's a few Foundation. And the same goes when you look at the actual, like, full-on showdown list. I completely forgot I'm supposed to be doing rewards. Hold on here. We got shoes that one time. Gotta lock in. Network. Wish I could just like. That's correct. What is. I can't always forget what my main. Thank you for your purchase. Okay, yeah, that's me. And then my password. The links I had to go to secure my password because of all the assholes who let it leak out. I had to change the password so many times, and it's never my fault. It's the fault of the companies. This thing like requires 4 different verifications. Which is good. Oh my god. I messed up and I hit backwards. Well, this is letting people come in, isn't it? Accept. No. Now it's gonna have to send me the notification again, or it's just gonna poop out on me. What? Yeah, forget it. Fortnite, you suck right now. I'm not sure their website's working correctly, so I'll try that later. I have no idea. Anyway, let's get a quest. We have rivalry quests, rivalries, credits. So yeah, what else other than Epic screwing up can we talk about? If y'all missed it, I don't know if we talked about this last time. I don't know if it's out there. Um, Nvidia, which has famously overpriced their cards so that they can support AI, um, um, released their new like supposedly make graphics better thing. DS something, or SC, I don't remember what it's called, but they showed it laid over like um Resident Evil, and man, it looks like trash. It looked like someone put a Snapchat filter over a game. It turned a good-looking Leon into, I don't know what the fuck that was supposed to be. Some kind of Chad-looking Leon. Completely changed the graphics of the game, and looks awful when it moves. It looks like one of those AI apps that want to date you. And that's the problem is while all the fans are saying this is just trash, the game developers are out there trying to be like, it's good, we swear, because what they want to do is they want to do what Epic did, is fire all their people so they can run everything off AI and not have to pay anybody. So they're just paying AI some garbage fee, AI garbage some fee, instead of actual artists who work hard. I guarantee you that's exactly what Sumi was doing. Let's see what this is. I think this is the. Thank you kindly. Would you kindly invade Sweeney's house and tell him how to run a game? We don't get the would you kindly thing. You haven't played games since this. You haven't played a good game. Well, I mean, you've played good games, so you missed a good game. I should say that. Playing a good game is relative. But yeah, we just had, who was it? Let me get back here and go back to Facebook, a page that just posted about it. So we had these devs pretty much being like, hey, I like the idea of not paying people to do the work. And the latest one was actually Warhorse Studios, which is behind Kingdom Come to Deliverance, which, isn't the most graphically capable game in the world, but people don't play it for the graphics, they play it for the game quality. And he's here like, he's just one of the guys that said people need to get over not liking AI graphics and let us not pay our people for hard work. It's like, no. If any developer at all, decides that they're going to replace their hardworking employees with AI, they should be dropped. Epic, anybody. See you. Think I can't see you? I see you. What is that stupid thing haunt me every game? Little launcher, speedy launcher thingies. They're all over Blitz. Look at the old school outfit uh, bumped up to the graphics of the day. That's what good graphics are, not AI shit rendering things. Can you imagine how terrible AI would look rendering live things like this? You think all the popping and trash is bad now. I see you, Gen Z. It would be unbearable. If AI is doing stuff, how blurry and shitty it will look. No, thank you. NVIDIA. Where are you at? Where are they? Darn it. I think I got three-way because something was shooting me from the other side. Yep. The bot too. Darn it. Oh, well, I'll go to the next locker. Oh, we got a level up. I get a load of what's her name skin now. Okay. Return to lobby. We'll be returning to the lobby each death, no matter how quick they are, so we can go up on the locker series. We'll at least do an hour, 2 hours of this. Probably not longer than 2 hours because that's just a little much. Passes. Finish us off. Her cute butt is gothic. Yeah, if you missed it the other day when I was streaming, she blew my mind. Apparently, she's not only part of IO, she calls everybody else an NPC and says she's sentient. We had some kind of clue that back when the story mattered, that uh, the entirety of Fortnite up to now may have been some kind of weird simulation, which we kind of thought of, but it may have. We don't know if it's IO simulation or if it's all run by the last reality. If IO even had any kind of control on it to begin with, I think I'm going to run her with her hat here. Well, I got to do at least one with her helmet. Her dark mode will have her helmet. Technically, I can get rid of this. In the matches. Also, latest required is broken. So is this. What the frick? Oh, that's sets, not season. Sorry. There we go. Eh, nada. I'm just gonna let her just hang out with these randoms. She already had that. And that is good too. Okay, and then we'll be calling this one is Tactical Dash. That's the TD. It's a good thing there's no S of her name. TD is pretty bad enough. Okay, back to what we were doing. Hello? So we have this. This is not Ramirez. I always confuse her for Ramirez, even though she's very much not her. This is Ramirez. Doesn't look anything like her. Knock Ops was chapter 1, right? Season 1, chapter 1, yeah. So was Jeff. It's over here. So Knock Ops. Oh, yeah. And of course. Ouch. The booty for that. So her original skin is named Headhunter. She's from, again, OG. We did find out that she did work for IO, I believe, as Maven. So it could be Maven's her original name. We don't know if she worked for IO when they entered the reality of Save the World, or if she was brought into IO with uh after when they started up the whole loop project. But we do know that her real name is most likely Maven. She has several different. She's had a long list. Like Renegade is probably one of her most famous. Of course. Sunstrider, the really tight fitting. What do you call it? Lifeguard outfit from the Q line era. Mistletoes, which is another Christmas outfit. Of course, her Maven. Maven in chapter 2 at the very towards the invasion was seen to be working with Last Reality, but I can't remember off the top of my head if Maven was working with Last Reality or if Maven was copied by a Last Reality uh like spy. I just remember she was the spy. Apparently she's also Focus, blah blah blah. Stuff here. Was a Knock Ops is duh. Blaze is duh. And one of her latest was probably Snowbell, which came out a while ago. Wow, it's been a while since she had a outfit. Snowbell's not this past season, is she? Get out of here. Just want to see what Snowbell was. Oh, that's one of her last to most famous outfits, I should say. Chapter 2 season. Oh, that's not her. Can't be her last outfit. She didn't come out last in season 5. They've changed this to where they don't show all of it all at once. Now they just show the most popular at the top. But whatever. Let's hit in. I didn't get any quest done, right? Yeah, not a one. Let's have the Voyager show up tomorrow. Cool. So I do some Voyager Pass stuff tomorrow if we stream it all. Where did my Voyagers go? Yeah, let's get it dropping. She might be one of the curviest early ones. But she gave her the lifeguard outfit. Oh, wait, go. Stop. That's going to get me. Just didn't even think about that. Copyright people. I want this in the game so we make money off of it. Also, copyright people. Why are you showing this in the game where we make money off of it? Quick, you can't make any money off of it. Even though it only showed like 5 seconds of the song. Like 5 seconds. Still, one of my favorite is features. They fire the glass guy. If they did, Sweetie should have glass thrown over his head. I'm not going to stop on Sweetie. Sweetie's a dick. I don't want to be a mega idiot. Do 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 do. Not part of the redneck agenda. And you hear the sounds of Assyria. Paranoia. All across the yeah. If you haven't seen, he's changed that live up until they played at, I want to say, were they at the football? Were they at Super Bowl the other day where they had to turn it back to American idiot to piss off the rednecks? But yeah, at his concerts, he's changed it to MAGA. Fun. Who's enjoying the $5 gas? I've seen the pro MAGA bots online all the time being like, you paying $5 in gas secures America. It's like, we're not securing America. We want to go fight an illegal invasion for Israel. That is all we're doing. We're not even defending Israel. All Israel just got themselves in a pickle. They're used to picking on their neighbor and mowing them down with absolutely no one being able to throw anything back but a few handheld rockets. They finally picked a fight with someone who can shoot back, and now they're like, we're the victims. God, y'all started it. They're the bullies. Woo! Y'all see that lag? That actually not part of the internet. That is like a feature of the game these days. Where are they at? Yeah, here. No. Oh. Oh, wait, we need to get rivalries going. Ah, motherfucker. I am. Oh, I can just purchase this right now. Worth that. God, I had some saved. I honestly, technically, usually win rivalries in like streak patterns. I don't know what's been going on today. Other than the fact that I've been streaming, and I don't know, wants to show me people that I'm shit streaming. Then they get the last time I was streaming, I was doing the rivalries just like this, so whatever. Oh, something buzzed my head, but I don't know where it's at. It buzzed my head. Oh, people. Did y'all see that? There it goes. So Storm went on and it blinked. The graphics have been blinking lately. I need to watch this back later and see if it does that again. Ugh. 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 Terrible weapons. I want any of that. I guess that sounds fun. And now I'm just speedy. Yeah, I'm doing that on purpose so no one gets hit. Shush. I'm greedy. Whoop, I'm not going the right way. It's this way. Dun, 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 dun. Oh! I didn't know you could catch yourself in it. That's hilarious. The more we know. The door. Uh, well, that is a first. Where the heck did my thing go there? I got a pass out of that? Did I really? I don't know. Oh yeah, I can unlock the next. So last one is this one, other than unlocking bugs in 10 levels. Lady Windfrost, huh? This is this is Ice King's second in command. So I have kind of a bone. I said this back when this was premiere. So technically, this lady did not exist in OG, but if she's working with Ice King, she works from the OG timeline. Maybe I don't know. I would assume so. She was nowhere in OG. Um, so this is a reskin of another glider. Now, reskins of another gliders come out in OG all the time, which is part of the OG charm. But again, this she's brand new for this thing, so should she be getting a simple reskin of another glider? Reskin of the glider can also come out in the store because then you're paying for it and you know what you're buying. I'm not sure I approve reskins of gliders inside the main thing here, but it could be that maybe their greedy masters pushed them to do it, or maybe someone just thought it was cool. Who knows? I don't think I have this original glider. It's a demon that's fiery instead of icy, but whatever. But I don't think it's cool. It's okay to do it inside OG. It's part of its charm. I would not normally do it in here, but considering they just fired everybody, I'm not sure going to be doing it much. Also, they need to increase the amount of V-Bucks they give us during the thing. If they're going to fire all their people and then increase their V-Bucks prices and expect us to continue have some kind of membership or payment item here, they should be just shitting V-Bucks on us. Sweeney should bend over, spread his cheeks wide, just start pooping V-Bucks out, hitting us straight in the face. I want V-Bucks rain on me. Sorry, that's graphics. I'm not a kid friendly. I've never been a kid friendly uh, streamer. So if y'all didn't already know that, y'all know that now. I've been playing. By the way, I've been playing recently. Um, I've been playing Last Descendant or some shit like that. I can't remember the name of it now. Um, it is a very much a Destiny wannabe, but its gameplay is okay. It's not terrible. It needs a lot of work on cleaning up. Like I don't know if the developers just decided not to care to clean it up. What the fuck are shoes on? I have shoes on her that entire time. I just don't know if the developers don't care enough to clean it up or what's going on. But the game's very, very twitchy and graphics are very, very unclean. If you have it on quality mode, the graphics mode, I should say, you can see still a lot of unclean on the graphics, a lot of popping as well with the in-game cutscenes, which should not be happening in game cutscenes. I sometimes understand popping in game. It shouldn't be happening, not this late stage. Maybe understand it in an online game like Fortnite. I may be giving Fortnite too much credit. I don't know. Um, but it shouldn't be happening in a cutscene. Cutscenes, while not being pre-rendered anymore, should all be pre. It should all be loaded in already before the cutscene going. It should be loading as the cutscene works. Everything should be loaded and working. The fact that you can turn around and have things pop or try to res as you turn around in a cutscene, unacceptable. Bad quality. And then if you do it to performance mode instead of quality mode, where the FPS is, it's twitchy as heck. There's a lot of twitch. The game itself should be focusing on quality. It is a game that focuses on one sole thing: sexy outfits and jiggle physics, and that's where it leans on, and that's why people play it. And honestly, I still want to make a Fortnite where you sit like that and then turn and jiggle something just like Fortnite. One of the things I said while playing the new game when I was like just reviewing it online is it's an okay game, but the battle pass is kind of meh. Some of the items for the battle pass are for characters you either have to unlock or buy, so you can't even use it until you unlock or purchase that character. Um, the best battle pass that has ever existed, the best locker that has ever existed, is Fortnite. The fact that you can go in here and everything is its own, every costume, instead of adding costumes to characters to mismatch and you just have one character out as you want them, you get thousands of different costumes. And even characters often have different costumes. They just release them like that. That'd be cool if they did something like that. What I want to do is, if I could create a game like this, if I had the money, the time, the power, and the know-how, I would make a Fortnite ripoff, especially as Fortnite dies. I would make it extremely user friendly. It may not be the most working Fortnite ripoff ever, but I would make it extremely user friendly. I'm talking about back when Fortnite used to care about us. We're going to be completely see through on all the fixes we're doing, every the update that's going on. People are going to know. We're going to take uh, people who will tell us what they want. We'll be like, okay, here you go. Maybe one day we would have some crossovers. So of course we wouldn't shout the crossovers to the point where it damages the game. Epic. Who knows? I mean, crossovers are technically advertisements. I don't know how the fuck they were shelling out money for what is technically an advertisement. When you get stars like fucking Chappelle in your Fortnite, her people should be paying you because this is a free ass advertisement for her. You shouldn't be paying them. That's how our efforts work. We would try to do like, hey, you're going to be in the game, you're fine, but you're going to be in the game forever, and people can be able to use you on any system, just like Fortnite. But it would be like, hey, you're going to get in the game for a part you're in the game, you're gonna have to pay us. You know, this is an advertisement. We're putting you on a billboard as a character skin people can purchase, and you're gonna need to pay us for that. We're not paying you for it. You want to be adverted in our game, so you're gonna pay us to advert your game. It shouldn't have been Fortnite shelling out to Chappelle to put her in our game. The fact that they are probably doing that is redonkulous. The fact that they're and you know what else is dumb? Just recently, I've been playing they're Roblox wannabes, Team Roblox on Fortnite, and now you can pay V Bucks to the creators for dumb shit. And no, 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 no. This isn't Roblox. Do not spend V Bucks on the creators. Shitty Team of Roblox. Go play Roblox. Wait, no, that's a pedophile supporter. Maybe don't go play Roblox. Um, I don't know. Go play something else. Go play whatever the next game is that's trying to surpass Roblox that isn't Fortnite. Because apparently that's where a lot of our money goes. Because not also are they now getting paid by you when you use V-Bucks like Robux, which is dumb as hell, especially expensive as they come. But um, apparently Fortnite's taking all the money we give them in battle passes, and they're shoving it to the best island over in the Prima Roblox instead of supporting this. So while they're shelling everything out to some random shitpost person on Save the Meme, and then shoving it out to Chappelle so that we can get her in lingerie. Sexy and I liked it, whatever. But and then shoving it out to Disney, maybe. And then they don't have any money, and they're like, just a year ago, they're like, hey, we have enough money to self-sustain, and that now it's like, oh, well, we don't have any money, we got to raise prices and fire our people so that Sweeney can have pockets full of yachts. That's so dumb. Anyway, enough of that. Let's keep going. We have Codename Elf. If you can't tell who Codename Elf is, you haven't been playing Fortnite. So Codename Elf actually has several outfits, and two of them are references. This is a reference to Elf. Elf is, of course, um, Will Ferrell's Christmas movie where he's an elf. That's how old freaking Elf is. This is as old as the first season of Fortnite. Oh my god, I'm gonna get my walker. Speaking of old, this is a reference to Rudolph, which Fortnite is not as old as. The claymation um, Rudolph from 80s, 70s. I don't remember how old it is. I don't know if I'm older in it or not. But this is the outfit that the um, dentist elf wore. And then this is Mint. We were never really given a reason for Mint or what it is. Some of these could be powers, some of these could be weird clones. And we're not sure. We do all we know is that anything that has a mint has sort of this neon mist color, kind of inversion neon mist color that it has, kind of bluish style, and these fiery neon lime green flames. The flames seem to be erupting from its his feather, and his eyes, which indicates some kind of gas, some kind of fire, or some kind of energy inside them. We don't know. This is a copy, a 0 point copy of Jones after he caught the mint disease or gained the mint power. We don't know where the mint power comes from. Is it something IO discovered, something natural to Zero Island, something the last reality shoved in? And why would Jonesy join with the last reality? Who knows? I have a two mint costumes, I think. One of them was bought by my kid. Well, one day I gave them V-Bucks and they just bought me a costume. And it was really appreciated. Good kiddo. That said, we'll continue here. I think I got quests going still. Nope, I finished the rivalry quests. So we will get out of the rivalry quest for now. We will go back to like regular if we want to. Let's go see what Bullets has for us today. They will have some quests for us for the day. Eliminate damage and travel distance. God, I really want Daffy. And at least we get bugs, I guess. Man, Fortnite, I can't just say how disappointed I am in you all the time. So disappointed. I honestly hope that the entire company falls apart. I hope Sweeney loses a lot. He has any balls, any gumption. If he cares at all about his game, he will fund the future of Fortnite himself and try to fix it. Fortnite is like always the top 5 playable game. They're not losing money in my ass. Just because you're not number one doesn't mean you're not successful. I don't want to go over there. I will instead go over here. So this is Blitz. If you haven't seen me play Blitz the first time or whatever. It's a quick match thing. I'm actually somewhat decent at it, I guess. I say that, I'm probably going to suck at it today now that I just hopped myself up. Watch. Ooh, these are both SMGs. We do not need two SMGs. We got any kind of... Yeah. It's a pretty decent weapon. They give you powerful weapons, expect you to go hardcore on people. Ooh, I'll take that. You know what? I'll take this just in case. I'll replace it in a minute. What the frick? What just happened? I'm gonna save him. Oh, that might have saved him. God damn it, he has a stupid thing on. Ah, poop. I should have stayed far away. I tried to get greedy. Oh, I forgot to mention what codename Alpha's part of. Well, obviously he's Jonesy, but originally he is. Oh, his character model is actually Jonesy. Oh no, he's a recruit. Okay, they just call it Jonesy model outfits now. So Jonesy, of course, Jonesy was a IO member, from what we know inside here, but he's also from Save the World. So we do not know if the recruit, aka Jonesy, is originally from Save the World, or if he was already part of IO by then. We do know a few things about Jonesy's past, unlike the other ones. Jonesy was recruited by the IO with the promise that his family would remain safe. We don't know if that means that they threatened his family with death, or if his family was in a situation that would have led them to death unless IO saved them, which means they could have been from the Save the World world. We don't know. We do know that Jonesy at some point was gifted immortality, not just the Looper version of immortality, but actual immortality, sort of like his boss, and he's thousands of years old. We're also pretty sure that the span of the entire Fortnite series may have been over a millennia so far, or because of the building of cities and stuff like that, which takes several years, at least a few hundred years. So Jonesy, of course, has probably billions, several, maybe 100,000 things here, including stuff you can't see. Like, for example, Jonesy is the Black Knight. Jonesy in most outfits are him dropping into the loop, especially anything pre chapter uh, two's betrayal. Before he betrayed them in chapter two, every time he entered the loop, he entered in a costume and he would leave behind a 0 point copy. To reiterate how that happens, 0 point copies happen when someone enters the loop and then leaves the loop. Every time you leave the loop, you leave a copy of yourself behind. However, 0 point copies can also happen if enough change happens to someone inside the loop. For example, either Jonesy as Jonesy the First or Jonesy the First 0 point copy. I'm still not clear on that. It sounds like it may have been just Jonesy. Entered a bunker around season eight's beginning before. No, sorry, season eight's end when the volcano blew up, and then exited several years later. They built an entire city, so it may have been like 10 years later. He may have been in there for 10 years, probably no. But he was skinny and bearded, and that created a new 0 point copy of him without him having to leave and exit. Meanwhile, Jonesy the First copy remained, so there's still Jonesy the First and Bunker Jonesy. They separated as two different beings. Or there was regular Jonesy and then Bunker Jonesy, whichever one you want to go with. But he's also the Black Knight, codename Elf. Hmm. Apparently, he's the base for Crackshot. I don't know how canon that would be, but he is the base for Crackshot. The Crackshot just came insane as a 0 copy, which would make him two mascots then, because he's also, we know that Chunky Jonesy is, which is another 0 point copy, is the mascot for the current park. Most of Jonesy's stuff is military stuff. Also Rex, um, Scoundrel. He's both sleuth and Noir. Suntan Specialist, Chomp, Sledgehammer, which was I think they said it was supposed to be a callback to either PUBG or COD. Real Sergeant, which I don't think he's Tomato Head, but I think Real Sergeant became like a face of Tomato Head back in the past when Tomato City was thrown back to the past. Seawolf, Classic Controller, Dark Jonesy, which is important. So Dark, we'll get to Dark Jonesy. Actually, I won't speak about him, but he's also Dark Jonesy, of course. Yuba Jonesy from the Flood. This TBD Crackshot to be discovered Crackshot. Is there a new Crackshot coming out soon? I have no idea what that means. Of course, Agent Jones is probably his now most famous outfit. Him and his agency clothes. Next up, we have Ramirez. Ramirez is the OG. She's the very first character you play as in Save the World. She's known as the Commander, though, of course, anytime you change the character, it'll be called the Commander. She has just as many outfits as Jonesy does, pretty much. But she doesn't have a storied, other than being a commander and lead of the resistance against the last reality in Save the World, she doesn't have a storied inner battle royale. There's a few times she's been in where her story matters, such as Bright Bomber's version during the Mad Max season on chapter 5, but it's not as storied as his. Like, a lot of it's still a mystery. We do know she has saved the world. We really doubt she joined IO, but we don't know if she did or did not. And you see, this is the tattoo I was talking about, by the way. A lot of the people have that tattoo. In fact, Jonesy might have it. Oh, no, he doesn't. Uh, we believe has to do with Save the World survivors or militarists. But anyway, she's originally from Save the World. She helped lead the survivors against Last Reality's zombie and the Storm King and whatnot and help save that world. And then likely what happened is She was one of the many survivors that got shoved into the loop during IO's testing of the loop. Um, so yeah, we're still not 100% sure if IO created the loop or discovered the loop, and they started controlling it. I would say probably discovered it. Season two, down season two. I don't know. This is the second season. Thank goodness they fixed the seasonal stuff, except for the things that don't have seasonal stuff. Oh my god, all the guitars and drums are at the bottom. Okay, here we go. Have any seasonal? Oh yeah, here it is. No, that's not hers. Oh, does her outfit have a name? No, it doesn't. Wow, that's Rose Team. That's another outfit of hers. I guess she doesn't have one. And season four and season two, she has a fighter. So anyway, the blue versions of her and the blue versions of anyone are actually Sony PlayStation specific things. One of the things that supported us through almost a decade of Fortnite now was Sony. Sony gave us a lot of free shit for Fortnite. Like we got a dozen skins plus from owning PlayStation Plus. It was really fun. I never understood why Xbox didn't try to do something like that, or I know why Nintendo didn't try to do something like that. Just fucking greedy to the point that they ruined the Samus collaboration. Like, if you haven't heard about that, we'll talk about that later, probably when we come around there. Around the same time, we had GLaDOS, Kratos, and Master Chief coming out. You notice that if you buy Kratos, you can buy Kratos on any console, and you can use it on any console. You get a special outfit if you own it on the PlayStation. If you own a PlayStation, and same with Master Chief, he's ownable on any console, usable on any console. Special outfit if you have the Xbox. That was to support usability over every console. Nintendo doesn't like to do that. Nintendo has lost its way. It's owned by corporate people who are more greed ridden than gamer friendly. Just pretty much like Fortnite's become. In fact, I'm surprised Sweeney hasn't gotten with Nintendo and been like, yeah, let's do that. I agree with you nowadays. Um, but so Nintendo, which was at the time collaborating so deeply with Fortnite that they have Samus's shadow in the background of one of these picture things we'll be looking at, um, wallpapers, that then they came around, they're like, no, nobody can use it unless they're playing Switch. This is sort of like what they did on the Minecraft. Minecraft has a Nintendo Minecraft mode, which is just a really cutesy but crappy looking bunch of Nintendo builds that have no real point to it, um, other than listening to Nintendo music, which is very limited. They could have really, really fleshed it out, but they didn't. And but they made it to where even if you own that Mario Minecraft, it's only accessible on Nintendo products, not off Nintendo products. That's what they wanted to do with Fortnite. Fortnite at the time was like, no, like share it with everybody. You'll get a special costume. Like maybe they could have done the regular Samus suit for everybody and then Zero suit Samus for the Nintendo owners. That would have been cool. But no, Nintendo's got their own dick stuck so far up their ass, sort of like Sweeney does now. That yes, Sweeney, I'm not going to stop ragging on you. You're dick. That uh they said nope and canceled the crossover. And since then, Nintendo's had no crossovers whatsoever. That crossover was, I want to say, chapter two ish. I want to say no, chapter three. It may have been around the IO war. So we would have had a few years of Nintendo crossovers. Imagine Samus and Link and um probably not. Well, maybe Mario. We have some funky shaped skins in here now. And Luigi, just the blazing guns in the battle. It would have been fun. It would have been if only Nintendo's people cared enough about their gamers. That's what it is about these days. These game owners, these CEOs, Xbox, Sony's CEOs, Nintendo CEOs, especially Sweeney, they don't care about the gamers anymore. They care about their profit more. And yes, we know games are made to be a profit. Not to the, you don't need to own five yachts. You don't. Give some back. Pretend. At least you care about the people who are making you that profit a little. Anyway, let's go on here. Oh, actually, I need to look her up and just go through some of her skins real quick. If we do pass up a skin a second time, we won't be going through the entire skins again. Um, because we won't look through the entire list again because we've already done it. We'll just go through and we won't it's probably talk about the whole background again. We'll just talk about what this means. Obviously, just Christmas Blue Team Leader. Ooh, ooh, random headache. That's not cool. Ramirez character model. Old, her name is Ramirez. Recruit Ramirez, the OG, so known as Commando Munitions Expert. A lot of her stuff up until Fortnite is militarist as well. Actually, Bright Bomber came before Blue Team Leader. So that's another big one of hers, Bright Bomber. She's also the Red Knight, which would indicate that she does team up with Jonesy sometimes. She may have worked with IO, because look over here. This is season 3. There's another blue member. Now, did Jonesy team with her as a spy, or did they team up together as part of IO? That would be the biggest question here, because she always seemed to be not quite pro-government, pro-IO. Blue Team Leader does indicate that she is inside Fortnite running some kind of military, but maybe it's a resistance, who knows? Um, Rose Team Leader, which we'll see later on. She's the Dark Vanguard. Okay. Technique, which we'll see later on. Actually, I think she's actually on screen right now. Peekaboo the Clown, Dark Bomber, Myra. I believe she's Elmira. She doesn't look like it. That must be an alternate version of her. Elmira doesn't have her face at all. Huh. Apparently, she's somehow related to Elmira. Elmira might be an alternate reality version of her, so she can use magic. Of course, Buccaneer, along with Jonesy and his pirate. I wish they had this little list here. Corrupted Voyager. Ah. So the female Dark Voyager looking corruption is her. It's actually a corrupted version of Dark Vanguard. Corrupted Voyager was the one that came back with the red corruption. We've never been told the red corruption. It's just literally glitchy looking. There's a few of them. Could be if this is simulation as a virus or some kind of digital corruption. Arcane and Corrupted. Arcane. Oh, I have a few corruptions, and I have all that Corrupted series too. Knights or Farmer, which is Dark Farmer. Galaxia, which would indicate that if our theory is correct and the galactic looking skins are like god beings or ascended, to indicate that at some point Bright Bomber ascended to deity status. It definitely has Bright Bomber's looks to it. Storm Bombers, Bright Bomber, and Recruit. Okay. And this is season 2, so let's see if we have any season 2 ones. Doubtful. Oh, we do. This is season 2. I like season 2. That's an OG, isn't it? How was that not season 1? How was it not out of season 1? Okay, whatever. Um, this, and this, and so y'all never played Save the World. I do recommend it. It's fun. That said, it doesn't really have much going for it as far as if they're gonna put it part of this whole thing, they should make it to where you're gonna earn battle pass V-Bucks on it more than just daily stuff. They need to give it its own missions again. Allow us to make V-Bucks off of it. This bus is so speedy in this mode. Oh, there's a chest down here. Chests down here are kind of random. Fire at me just a random shot, or is someone actually shooting at me? Oh, you want some whoever that is? Okay. Didn't judge me and my spiral rifles. But spiral rifling before you were born. Tell you what. Oh, who? Wow, I am sucking it up today. What? Snoop Dogg killed me. Or Snoop Dogg killed the other person. Pretty sure that was a lady who killed me, or was it Snoop Dogg? So, like I said, we're not going to go back through everything. This is Jonesy again. At some point, he also became part of Sony's Blue Team. Again, this is just pretty much relevant on what we don't know of Ramirez. Blue Team may have been run by IO, and maybe a team isn't down there to militarize some things. Or Blue Team could be an anti-IO resistance of fighters who are working to figure out the loop itself. We don't know. More likely, if working for IO, they're team members. If she isn't working for IO, he infiltrated for IO into the Blue Team to befriend Ramirez because they are often seen together in some screens, early screens. We don't know. That said, Ramirez may remember Jonesy a little bit from Save the World. That said, up until the destruction of the loop in chapter 3, um, the zero point and loop worked to erase some memories, and that was a pretty integral part of the story. So, more than the only person who would have been protected is Jones. He's protected. He was usually protected from losing his memory, and if she was not part of Bio, she wouldn't remember him. But maybe there's some familiarity because we know that when Batman went into the loop and lost his memory, his familiarity with Catwoman causes and his old love interest with her caused them to work together and trust each other. But this guy is season 3. You see, this is a blue ship, so that's not him. Got any season 3 shit? Oh, yeah, this is him. Oh, I didn't change this. Oh, no, I don't have anything here. Nothing from season 3. Perfectly unremarkable. Nothing new here, so we'll just leave that for now. Season 3 emotes. Got that. That's it. That's it for season 3 emotes. Let's go back in though. Okay, quests. Still working on that. Eliminate players, which apparently I'm not being able to do today. Stop watching. Go back to watching Markiplier and his deep voice. Went on with the have I not had this thing? Has it not been the dinosaur for a minute now? I need to go back in and make sure that my random is on the pets is actually random. Where's my pet? Is it still the dinosaur? Uh yeah, it's still the dinosaur. I haven't paid attention the past two times, but you stopped as soon as I started running. Yeah, we're going over here. Oh, so I don't think I showed it, but I before all the shit went down, I did purchase the Game of Thrones emote. The you see that completely not accident play. What the hell? Why did that go there and not out? Oh, because I had the bubble on. I didn't know the bubble stopped me from throwing it. Honestly. And do this, do that, do this, that, and then swap this for that, and keep it like that. Find someone to kill because I need to kill people. Oh my god. Wow, I suck today. The hell? At least you're going through the freaking battle, the locker sir. He's really quick. We should be coming up to season 4 here in a minute, which is my first season. Again, I did not finish the season 4 pass. Like I have a backbling that belongs to a character I never unlocked. Season 3 Rose Team. Again, this is Ramirez. She switched from the blue team to the Rose team in season 4. Again, Rose team is some kind of militarist. There's not much to see on her outfit. In fact, it's very close. She got rid of the blue stripe and now wears a sergeant. What is that? Let me look up. Military symbol, three stripes. Senior enlisted or junior. Three stripes by themselves, though. There's no star or anything. Sergeant. Okay. That marks her as a sergeant. Interesting. So Sergeant Ramirez of Rose Team. You would think if she's leading a military outfit, she's a sergeant. She would have to be able to remember stuff. Maybe some people beat back it. Maybe she escaped. Who knows? Um. Oh, it's still season 3. That's right. So not much on her. Sergeant Command. Her hat has two stripes. I don't know. I think Fortnite is now just doing some types. She has a happy face. She's still wearing her old the world tattoo. She has some kind of what appears to be like satellite cellular device. It's probably satellite thing, and tied to two backs, whatever. And nothing season 3 is there. So I think Rose, if I remember, because she has a thing like Rose Team. Let's get Rose Team. Because I think at this point they started splitting up some of their stuff. Yeah, here we go. So Rose Team later on had a pickaxe. We'll go ahead and do it because we're not going to go back to the pickaxes individually. Her pickaxe, which was released in season 8, so she built it around the time of the volcano, appears to be some kind of weird glowy version. It may have what appears to be dark shards on it. Again, after this is after the cube event by a few seasons. So this could be Kevin shards powered by something. Definitely some kind of mechanic below it. It looks like her glider came out a season later during Neo season, if I'm correct. Yeah, this Neo season, season 9. Um, so she was still active at that time. No kicks, no contrails, no auroras. And then season 3, so the only thing that's going to have is this, unless there's a Rose one. Go ahead and hit Rose. Nada. Oh, I forgot that was a Night Rose. Okay, my ass sucks today at this. I swear I've been doing this good. I've even uploaded a few videos, and one I still need to upload, which I played decently at. I don't know why I'm sucking it up today. I've been distracted. Oh, so where I'm at in streaming slash job slash books. So books right now are on a halt. I am a completely independent writer. I make almost no money off of it. I just love to do it. It's my passion. Um, So if you are a reader, I do apologize. I have a third book in the middle of being created. I don't feel like it's perfect yet, so it isn't even at the point of being released yet. That said, something here. There's no waves. There should be waves laughing out on the shore. There's no tide. But anyway, that said, it is being created. I did release a kind of preview of it, of a part of the prologue in it. If you want to go look at it, it's on my not on my Sephiroth TX page. It's on my writer page, Fisher Winter's author. Just because I liked how that sentence went out. Like the second book, the third book will take place pretty much directly after the second book. The second book took place directly after the first book. Oh, I didn't even notice I had. My God, you're a weirdo. I do like the fact that on Battle Pass versions of the pets, you get 2 copies. Thank you. Jesus. My back? Who knows? Really don't want that. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. And just like that, I get rid of it. And, ooh, hello. Ooh, I feel like they're just as good. I'll do that. Oh, you know what? That's quicker, so maybe that would be better. Storm's coming. I need to work faster. Storm's not coming. Yeah, Storm is coming. Motherfucker. Stop giving me things. Too much to choose from. So I don't remember if I played Blitz on screen yet. This is the Marvel Island, pretty much. I may have shown y'all Blitz. I don't remember. Let's level up. No. No, no. Hoping to get a better shotgun, but whatever. See, we got some Stark Labs here, the bus depots over here. So just like random areas from where Stark used to build things on the island or brought stuff over. Oh, I didn't even know I was there. Huh. What can I play without getting in trouble with YouTube? This is technically a Fortnite song, I believe. I may be wrong. Oh yeah, actually, it's fun. Friend or family member. This is like, would you recommend a soda? This style Fortnite. Okay, so we should talk about storyline while we're here. By the way, since we're in season 4 next, because there was some stuff that happened. Not a lot happened, but some stuff happened. So this is season. Hello, this is a season 4 character, right? No, this is a 3 character. Let's talk about the map changes between season 1, 2, and 3. So we already saw season 1, or I did. How about Fortnite? One season 2. Not chapter 2. I said chapter 1, season 2. Dumb. That's not the same. Okay, so do that. That is that. Much there. This next outfit, and then I want to there. All right, I'm looking through things here. Not much there. Where is the large? That's what they added. Is that season 2 or 3 though? Question. It looked like it got darker there. Trying to figure out when Tilted pops in. Tilted seems to pop in on season 2. If I'm not mistaken on how I'm reading this, because this is a little weird, it looks like Fortnite's Island had a massive change around season 2-ish. The biggest one was, of course, the emergence of Tilted. Now that means between season 1 and season 2-ish, or between the two, there had to be years, decades. This is a big city for the Fortnite Island, and it's a lot of towers. That didn't just pop up overnight unless it was rifted in, but at the time we did not have the rifting stuff. Other than that, there was also an environmental change. Over by Moisture Mire, um, the area was more soaked in and dense, um, became more brownish. A lot of the grass became greener. I think it was just a graphics upgrade, honestly, but you never know. Welland Woods became greener. Over north near Arnike Acres, it seemed to be losing a little water. They went from green to a more brownish green. Fields is about the same. Over the southern part of Loot Lake, where Tilted is, along with over to Crazy Grove and Pleasant Park, up into the mountain-ish areas where um, it became darker, more well fed, I guess. The cliffside behind the soon-to-be rocket launch area had some grass die down there. We don't know what for. There's a brand new, what appears to be a waterway north of that. They also added the junkyard and the new city starry whatever to the north. That's about it. I think that's all oh no, there's also a new deep. Oh, the motel got added to the north as well. There's a motel that got added up there, and Snobby Shores. Snobby Shores also got built. Snobby Shores is where the rich would be living. The place that would eventually become a uh, area for the Vikings appears to have like a building on it. I don't remember that building. Whatever. This is cool. I found something where you can like gauge the map. So between 2.20 change and 3. So it appears to have another graphics upgrade. Like the grass lightened up over across most of the map. Just a brighter look to it all. I don't know why. I just had a graphic shift. Um, there's some changes actually over at Snobby Shores. I can see like there was what appeared to be like a hole or a pool in the backyard that gets covered. I don't know if that's just a graphical glitch or what. Oh, the graveyard gets set for that too. Graveyard was set there last time. Same with the motel. There was like a pool in there. Oh, the pool got emptied there. Pool already got emptied the other place. So between the 2.2 and 3, there's not much of a change other than some of the waterways getting covered and a slight graphical change. I go all the way down to the end of 3 and nothing really matters there. So yeah, with that, we'll continue on the 3. This is Leviathan. This is map evolution, so I'll look that up later. I'll lose it here in a minute. Leviathan work. We don't know a lot about Leviathan from what I know. Oh, that shows a story here. No, that's not. He's from the Space Explorers. He appears to be maybe a fish species, sentient fish species from space that uses a biomechanical suit to travel. His actual form is just the fish head, but the suit acts like a body for him. Um, we do know that he had a date once with fish sticks at a later time, and that he was horrified to see that we hunt and eat and hang fish on walls, even though fish sticks is a restaurant that sells fish sticks. Um, he had a few alternate versions of him, but it isn't a ton. We have all the two I can think of. One, there's a slurp version of him where he or his robot copy of him was shoved through a slurp device, turned into a slurp version of him by Chaos Agent. The other is an alternate version of him, I believe, where he's a Midas-like character. His universe is Midas. Space Explorers, like space. You don't get that, you haven't played a good game, or you missed a good game. Literally says Space Explorer. Looks like I can put the S. Jesus. Oh, there's the S. Nope, still looks. This one was purchasable. I actually did not purchase him at the time. I purchased him at a later date because I think he got like some kind of weird. Uh, huh, interesting. No, I'll just leave it just for the heck of it. Time's sakes. And he is chapter 3 again, right? Yep. So let's go in. Let's see what kind of quests we have. So, going to do quests on this one. Yes. You eliminate using assault rifles. Ah, I went through the glass. You're leaking. Daffy. Away from the Hispanic song, which is going to be a copyright infringement. I barely tapped him. Yeah, over here. Right below the bus. Why not? And let's actually go to the RVs. There's only one chest over here. There's usually three. Oh, poop. Ah, and the worst SMG, in my opinion. Let them fight it out while I go find some more freaking weapons here. Auto shotgun. Okay. Oh, they're auto shotguns. Okay, I thought that was an auto SMG. Why do you give me nothing but shotguns? I am not a fan of the auto SMG, by the way. Not in the least bit. Did I freaking pick it wrong? No, wait, that is an auto SMG. Am I fucking dumb? I'll answer that question. Nope, get my freaking shotgun back. Honestly, that. Auto shotgun. That I can take. Blue auto shotgun. Oni's okay, I guess. Other one. I didn't get any notices when I came over here that someone was here, so. Owl distance while sprinting. Oh, after taking damage. Okay. Ooh. Okay. And that. Nada? Where's everybody? Weren't ever taking damage. I much prefer. Oh no, I had to kill people with a rifle. That doesn't count as an assault rifle. I don't even know if this counts as an assault rifle. I don't think it does. That is a shotgun. Get out of here, Boots. No one wants you. You know what? I prefer that so much. Whoop, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, bullshit. Oh, bullshit. No, you're not. Okay. Have we, like, gone up a level a little? Yes, we have. I've been ignoring it then. One reward. Doesn't really matter, just do everything. See, any future Fortnite thing I'm not going to be able to trust is an AI, and I just don't support AI like that. That's what they've done, ruined their set, ruin their ruin their name. Okay, so this is Sweet Tooth. Actually, one of my early favorites. First, really tights. She's some kind of candy themed person. Now, season 4 was where the storyline kicked off. At the end of season 3, a meteor was seen coming in, and then it fell from the sky in between. We saw meteors start to hit at the end of season 3 as the very first technical live event. During a non-live event in between, the meteor hit, took out Dusty Divot, and created a massive crater. Released a bunch of dark crystals, which we at the time we called hot rocks, which are the kinetic crystals, which we think are the same things that make the cubes, and gave us the ability to jump. Um, and released the first of the 7 on the island, the original visitor, or IP, wherever he is. Um, but anyway, part of the other story on that one was that there was a movie being shot on the island somehow. I don't know how they got to the island or how they were shooting a movie. And I don't know if she was part of this super group in the movie or if she's just an islander who's really into candy and got caught up in the fight in the loop. But you can see it's all candy thing. We got gumdrops on her shoulders and belly. Lots of the stripes are like licorice stripes or Oreo stripes. She's got peppermints in her hat. Her back has one of those waffle sticks, candy cane, lollipops. She's got like Twizzlers tying up her hair, which actually sounds kind of gross. Her earrings are cookies too. She got Oreos on her boots, like literal Oreos. back thing we've already seen. This is a chick stick attached to a lollipop, which actually doesn't sound half bad. Albeit, I'd probably end up eating the stick before I finish the lollipop, which would be bad. Her glider has gumdrops all over it. Her, she doesn't have any of this. Nothing here either. So with that, we'll leave the rest of that alone. This is season 4, so we go down here and hit season 4. Ignoring those, this is the season we get a lot more stuff. A lot of stuff. This was purchasable. I think that one's purchasable too. These came from things. We're going to hit emotes first. This is one of the first famous ones, orange shirt. And orange shirt, if you don't know, was a kid who went to a like dance contest online. This may be pre-YouTube, I don't know. No, I don't think it's pre-YouTube. And a bunch of people tried to do like their own dances to win, and this kind of chunky kid came up with this dance, which doesn't look half bad. And he didn't win, but Fortnite gave him orange justice. Did I already do 6? No, I didn't. Okay, good. What are they saying? It's only they're saying coochie, which I'm pretty sure they're not saying. This is another purchasable one. That one looks painful to do. Oh, we're running out of room here. Season 4, technically the season we got Thanos's the Thanos thing mode. They just released the Thanos mode again. Cool. Anyway, season 4 should also be the one we started shit in. Nope, the very first of season 7. But it should also have this. Season 4 should be one of the first this. So let's go ahead and go through all season 4. So season 4, we're coming in. Meteors hit. Fortnite's been around. I mean, the 0.0 reality's been around for probably a handful of years, over a decade, maybe. And people have been fighting in it ever since. And it's just IO's been studying it, bringing people in, pushing people in. Some people just live here and get joined up the mayhem. Who knows? We got the supply drop, which is that can't be right. Oh, that's series season. But yeah, still supply drop. Didn't mean to hit that. Supply drop, which is just anybody in the loop going for a supply drop. Nothing storied there. Squad leader, just showing off some characters. Here we have Jonesy's Raptor, 2 of them actually, indicating 2 zero copies existing together, or 0 copy of the original. Why Jonesy dropped into this? Probably for shits and giggles. And we can see that these 2 are fighting Ramirez, whether it's because they're in the loop or because Ramirez is not part of IO, we don't know. But it is also a play off of Jurassic Park. This is a Jurassic Park scene. Llama Spotted is Ramirez again, and she's shooting a llama. I do believe this may be a reference to Clever Girl, because I don't see a llama in the background, but this looks like when Muldoon is his name, has the raptor in his sights, and then a raptor pops up beside him. They should have had like a llama looking through the bushes behind him. Leviathan, this is Leviathan looking horrified at the fact that there's a fish on the wall. Fish. Carbide was one of the skins. We'll see him later. He's one of the heroes. Iron Man version, alternate reality Iron Man. Bring in technically for the movie, probably lost his memory and became part of the loop but we do know they finished the movie, so there's some kind of something went on there. Technique and the other tag artist, we're going to tag her. Talk about her later. Maven's. Well, so this is where she came from. I thought she was in later. So this is Maven in her. Why can't I think of the name lifeguard? Lifeguard outfit. Um, Maven again worked for IOS. This is likely just the uh disguise for her. This is Red Knight, which we also know is Ramirez. We don't know why she's a Red Knight or why the other one was Dark Knight or what's going on. Of course, this could be not Ramirez. It could just have been. Technically, it's Ramirez, but this could be like a robot or something mystical. We don't know much about the knights. We do know one of the knights belongs to the Orange Lady, the Pumpkin Knight. Maybe she owns all the knights. This is Omen. He's a villain from the hero versus villains part. Part of the movie again, but maybe if he lost his mind, he'd be a true villain. Norse Omen, Jailbirds. Oh, I need to look up the format there in a minute because I'm pretty sure we had a lot of things happen. The Huntress, no, that's season 5. That's also season 5. Hope that's also season 5. That's also season 5. The fuck? So this is season 4, the end of season 4 right here. Not a lot. And I did still have that glitch. Oh, that's not what I want. Hold on, I just had it. What was it? App Evolution, that's called. That's so cool. So, whoops. It's not that. I'm trying to pull down this. Oh, so the chapter season 4.1? No, wait, actually, season 3.6. Season 3 is in. Season 4.1. Yep, there's the difference. So there's not a ton of difference, but there is some difference. On the far right of the island, you'll see Lonely Lodge has gained a few trees. That's one thing. There's more trees in Lonely Lodge. And it's gained a new driveway that heads to what's known as the Hero Mansion. This is likely part of the movie that's going on. Um, the biggest change over here, other than that, is there's a new crater over to the east, sorry, west of the racetrack from the onslaught of craters. There's also a new building inside the swamp on the bottom. This is part of the um again the movie they're doing. It doesn't seem to change the swamp too much other than adding the building. However, if you go north to the prison, the prison's completely shot. It got hit directly by a meteor in the middle. If they had prisoners in there, they're no longer there. A At the end of 3, I forgot to mention. Well, no, even at the end of 3, it doesn't belong there. So that that got built and then got hit. But at the end of 3, I don't have the movie, the drive-in up top. But if you go into 4.1, is there 4.0? Oh, there's a 4.0. Nope, it's still the same. If you go into 4.0, the drive-in movie theater is there, and it got hit by a meteor. So at the same time it got built, it was hit by a meteor pretty much. What luck is that? But the biggest map change, of course, is going to be in the center. And it seems to have even changed the environment a little. In the center where Dusty Divot, actually, in the center where the factory south of Dusty Divot used to hit was pretty much ground zero for the massive part of the meteor. And it just kind of hit in the between those two. Completely took out a factory. If there's anybody in that factory, they're gone. They can't be brought back by the loop. Whoops. Also took a part of Dusty Depot and became Dusty Divot. Like the furthest north building is okay. The middle building is cracked down the middle almost. Southernmost building is gone. In the middle of Dusty Divot, we see the government slash IO. We still believe the government and IO were the same people. Have built a lab there, and there they contain the visitors, Meteor. He'll eventually break out and make his way away. On the hill to the left of Dusty Divot, the grass has become lighter, more dead. You can also see streaks of damage around the divot, but it is likely because of the blast that's happened. There also seems to be something set up on there now, but I can't tell what it is. That is a typical hill we usually go on. Other than that, the I know that the you can't really see it from here, but I know that the motel in the north got hit, pretty much destroying it, making it unusable. And that. Oh no, that's not it. Yeah. So the heel, the second to the bottom heel. That's weird. What is that? Looks like a building changes over in Snobby Shores, which I don't understand. I don't know if that's a map thing or if they just finished the building there. There's a divot to the north of the second to southernmost heel. But in the second to southernmost heel is where they build a missile silo for the movie. It has a possibly working rocket. We know it works by the end. The third-most, or the second from the top hill, does appear to have a little change in landform there. See more of a mountain. And the mountain above that does have some change. You see more mountain over here, less grass. Possibly changed by the blast. The trees look a little greener though. And that's about it there. Oh, and to the northeast of the junkyard, there was some empty pads at the end of this last season, season 3, and it's now a kind of a depot area. Also, I do believe that Starry whatever may have been destroyed by the. I know it gets destroyed at some time. I think it gets destroyed by the meteor blast. There's also a meteor fragment hole up north here. I remember those meteor fragment holes sticking around forever. So let's see what happens later on at the end of 4. So 4.5 and 4.0. Is there any big changes? Some color changes there. Really there. Oh, and at some time, when did that come in? Hold on here. Yeah, that was there. That there in 3.0? Yes, was that there in 2.5? Between 2.5 and 3, there's a new city. The can't think of its name right now, but the Japanese city of the south. But nothing really there. Oh, so the biggest change between 4.0 and the end of 4 is inside the actual meteor. Apparently, the trees that used to exist there still had seedlings or whatever. They rooted and create kind of a foresty area, which becomes more and more inhabited later by plant life later on. Also, there is a slight difference between 4.0 and 4.5. When does that happen? 4.2. So 4.1? Yeah. Okay, so between 4.0 and 4.1, there's a build up in the facility. The very beginning of it, it looks like it's just bases. It finishes in 4.1 and it stays there. I think it's the grass around it later on and some stuff. Ooh, that's weird. So in the north, where Starry whatever was after it gets destroyed, when did this pop in 4.4? 4.3. Yeah, 4.3. So between 4.3 and 4.4 updates, there's an entire football stadium up there. They just mowed down the destroyed city and said, okay, screw it, and made a football stadium, which I believe goes away by season 5. Yeah, it gets torn down, but everything replaces it. That's why I'm seeing that. No changes there. Nothing changes there. No changes there. And changes there. Some graphical changes, but not enough to make big fuss about it. Oh, and we forgot to look her up. So back to speech. And her. Oh, you know what? I know she's unique. She's unique at this point, so she doesn't even matter for that matter. Um, she does have a skin later on, like some revamps, one or two. Yeah, but at this point, she is. Where are we on quest on this sheet? Still got to do stuff, and I didn't finish anything last time. That's what I'm going to do. If I freaking die, I can real quick. I might do that when I win. I got to the end the last two times. I think I won once today, right? My God, can y'all hear the snoring? That's my cat, Mama Cat. Oh, that's too close. We will head to this house, actually. What does the mass medallion do? Can't read what that does. Through the house, we're going up here to the campground. There we go. Man. Hold on. Sorry, but at the same time, not really. Where? I heard swimming. So I had a weird glitch with her once where her skirt was stuck in place, so it stretched up and stretched down. It looked like really weird, like tryptophobia weird. Come up here. Okay. I really have good luck with it. Oh no, you know what? Just do this instead. You know what, banana, get in here. Let you replace that, and you'll replace this. Drop something. There it goes. Gosh darn it, I don't want that. Oh yeah, I like that gun. War machines, hover jets. Man. Had Doom's gauntlets. Why am I in here? I don't think he technically had it. He doesn't have a name either. He thought he had an airplane glider, and I thought I would have had it. Huh. I don't think he was part of the pass. I think I may have bought him, but I don't remember. Maybe he was on the cheap ones. Just go ahead hit that since that's 4. It's on, right? And quests. Quests have to do. Oh no, I'm done. No, that's not evolution. Save this. this emote's weird because if you look, he reaches towards his crotch like he's picking out a wedgie, or if you're a girl, you're pulling down the skirt. A weird emote. Like dancing, no wedgie. That's great. Let's hit whatever is over here. You'll be hitting this hill. Hopefully, this hill gives us something. This hill better give us something. This hill pointless. This hill's pointless. Ooh, pointless hill. Doubly pointless hill. Oh, I'm never thinking of this hill again. Oh, nope. That one definitely. Okay, you're going in. The storm's coming. Oh, I don't take that. We'll take that. Ooh, frick. What is that thing out there? No one goes out there. We could just go out there from now on. Like, literally no one cares about it. Drop one of those. Damn. Ooh, I don't know if I like those better or these better. I guess not that. This one, and then do this. Oop, I got one of those up. You're gonna get killed by the storm? What happened to you, bro? Where the hell did they go? There you go. There it goes. The airline plane pilot, again, we don't know much about him. I forgot to talk about him too much. He's just a pilot, possibly working for the government or IO, or maybe he's like a literal pilot from outside pulled in. We have some Air Force emblems on him, which will give him no allegiance to anybody, symbolisms or anything. He believe he is based off the Maverick outfit from Top Gun. Now, Toxic Trooper we know was part of the government. So if the government is IO, that means they're part of IO. We support this with the fact that the IO was in the building of the mech. The mech was being built and washed over by these guys, and the mech was being built and washed over by IO outside a government facility in Loot Lake, but in the mountain ex volcano area. That said, these guys, despite working for IO way in over in season 9ish, actually extend back here season 4. They are basically just hazmat troopers. I think SCP style. Maybe their suits keep them from. We know that if you have a completely contained sealed suit, like a hazmat suit, you are not affected by the 0 points mind wiping abilities. Um, that's what the. Um, that's how I believe Midas kept his mind half the time because he. Well, we're still not sure about Midas. Midas, it's Midas's story is really confusing with the whole fact there may be two Midases, but we do know that's how the Seven kept their minds is they had the suit, and Iron Man's suit also kept him kind of free of that. They have, goodness, yeah, the outbreak set. Okay, good. Pathogen. So dominate the hot zone. Pleasantly pathological pathogen. Question is, this is a pathogen. Does that mean instead of like having anti stuff in their backpack, they're meant to spread a disease? If so, was IO testing on disease spread inside the island? So this hazmat set would be two things. Maybe they wanted to see if a disease spread throughout the island when the loop resets, if the disease would stay. Because often, obviously, some things stay on the island when the loop resets, like major damage that are storyline related. Nothing glider, nothing kicks, nothing contrail. Or let's just go back here real quick and make sure. Glider. I could have had a cool vibe. Could have had a cool duel. Okay, quests. Still a little more to go. One or two more. So I want to say that Neo season the last time we see them in the storyline, but we'll check. We'll check the stories every time we hit a new chapter. Let's hit the southern version. And increase shield and passively something, something, something. But I want to increase the time that is set up there. Oh, only one chest over here? That's a first for me. Hi, Jonesy. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry? Agreed. Ah, it's a double. That's not what I wanted. Oh, but I gave you that, though. Who's shooting at me from the side? Stop pooping things. I'm busy. Putting out gloves. Oh, you know what? The roof here has one. Lollipop, lollipop. Whoop. Nope, I guess I'm going down. I could use a new shotgun. A better shotgun at all? Damn, I ran out of bullets. Was that the Fire King's lizards? It is the Fire King's lizards. Hello. Season 8 character? Someone's been here since chapter 1. Kind of sad that we're still here since the very first chapter. This is what we get for it. Watching now where people who built our game get betrayed by some greedy guy. I'm sorry, we don't bring that up every few times I play. I'm disappointed. So this is Technique. This is Ramirez. Again, at some point, for some reason, in season 4, she withdrew from military doings and became a tag artist. Spray paint. Spray paint's, of course, being a big round this time. But Yeah, she just wanted to tilt. She's you can see tilt tag. You can see a tilted hat on her, which means she may have been tagging the newish tilted location. Hmm. I'm looking at the current map in regular. Did not realize this, but the part where the zero shard is next to the Ice King is exactly where the lake was before. That's weird. Also, they completely destroyed the city town right there. Yeah, something else over there. Yeah, the Ice King causes a lot of damage every time he lands. I don't know what that was. Destroyed that. Ice King, stop it, dick. Anyway, I don't know if she has a back bling, honestly. Let's check it out. Her thing is aerosol assassins? Aerosol assassins. Just have her Season X version. Ooh, just her Season X version. So nope. Season 6362X. I have no memory of this. What the hell? Season X. So while I'd like to, I'm not going. Well, no, I guess I could. What the hell? They are technically aerosol. I did allow them to split up earlier, so let's go ahead and get them in here. Why is the anthro there? That we already did for her. We'll do the Season X roller, same chapter. And there. That's good. Surprised she doesn't have a spray paint, but I do think there's a paint one here called Splash. Not that that matters, we're not going to be in the whatever. Back to evolution. Still got to do things. I didn't actually pass anything last time, so let's go back in. We don't pass anything. Some bouncy ass tears. And we will go north. And now I have Carry On My Wayward Son stuck in my head for some reason. Carry on my wayward son. At the end of chapter 4, we'll see what our time is. I don't want to go too far over 2 hours, but I don't want to do less than 2 hours, so we'll hit as close as I can. But I also don't want to, like, get in the middle of a season and into the middle of the season. Does that make sense? You put me in my element. That's your fault. Honestly, you for putting me in my element. What the actual people know that I always like to bounce in the water and shoot shotguns. Anybody else want to put me in my element? Push me back into the water? Look, I wouldn't even know this was here had you not done that. Okay. Okay. I have been going through Supernatural again. I had to finish it. I know the series is finished. I am to the point where Crowley's mom has joined and admitted her motherhood to Crowley. a witch lady. Yeah, screw it. For that. Ooh. What I poop out? Something I already have. Put out entire Millows. Nice. That's the same thing. Okay. Nah. Yeah. So, here's the big thing. If you happen to have a Nintendo Switch and happen to have the online thing, do not play Pokemon XD, EX, whatever it is, on the GameCube because it is crashing and erasing data. Just the Pokemon data, thank goodness. But it's annoying. I had spent like maybe 5 hours in that game total, and it just died on me. Okay. And I pooped out a rifle. Still going. Also in 4. Now, this is where I stopped earning. I did not earn all of his stuff. He got the base, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4, but I didn't get the lights that came with them. So, fortunately, I didn't get that. Now, if I remember correctly, this guy actually is. Not Carbide Seasons, Carbide Skin. Wow, I can't spell. And here, Carbide Skin. In the wrong page, the wrong place. We're on the wrong page. E- Metadata. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So this guy, despite being hired to do this movie, it's just Spitfire again from the beginning. The Yuletide Ranger, he's back. He's Carbide. He's been hired to do the movie, which would lead me to think he has some ability to maintain his memory during the loop. Maybe he's part of IO. Maybe he escaped and can retain it. Who knows? Um, his set is the Carbide set. Carbon. That's not his. If you don't have a backplate, do that. Or I didn't unlock his backplate. I don't remember how they used to do it. Didn't have a glider. Doesn't have kicks. Doesn't have a contrail. I don't expect anything more. Aura. He is supposed to be that. Could have been this. Go ahead, just give him this for the hell of it. That's still season 4. And back in. And we'll go to the trailer park. Windbloom. The dumbest ones they have here. No one here runs around with their pickaxe out as a dissonance. I wonder if Carbide had a glider or they just didn't bother. I think the... What are you doing? Get again. What are you up to? What are you doing? Why shouldn't you floor? I don't see anything over here. What are you doing? Look like Milla was chasing something. She wasn't. I got distracted by Mello. So just fall. That's not like that fell. No idea. Oh, that gave me. Oh, so it's over here. Did y'all see bullets appear out of nowhere? By the way, just there. Jump scare shotgun. Oh, what am I doing? No, I already have one of those. This. It's very quiet. It's never that quiet on this island. There's still a little island. Ooh, fuck. The iron pumped from the back. Back shots. Okay, back out. Where are we at? Chapter 4? So if this is in chapter 4, we'll soon be checking the time. There we go. Got a few left on chapter 4 still. This is Blue Striker. This is the chapter 4 version of the PlayStation Free thing. Again, it is him again. Same guy. It seems in his team up with the blue team, which I don't think she was part of anymore, except for her 0 point would exist. She was already Rose team leader and then quit to be a spray paint artist. That this guy became partly cybernetic or something. I don't know. I can't tell if the cybernetics are just earphones and a headset with a display on the back. Like maybe it reads um, heat signatures or life stuff. Who knows what it is? Um, this would indicate that he has some access to some highly advanced tech, whatever blue team is part of. And does it have a name? It does not. But it do believe. Oh, why am I out there? This. So that. Hmm, that is season 5. Interesting. I do believe this is still belong to that because it has the same design. And I season 5 again, but again PlayStation-ish. I don't think I did anything that round. Oh, I did. Okay, I finished. And out. So nothing really new there. Can't do you know what with you guys. Had to reload and see if anything's going on in there. Map mastery dailies. Don't really want to do. There was nothing regular battle royale for us to do. Weeklies are I'll change in 2 days. Cavalry Path of Voyager comes tomorrow. It's all done. Okay. OG. OG should have a new season coming out very soon, actually. Actually, is it today? Hold on here. I wasn't told it was today. Available through March 31st. Is tomorrow. Oh, we might do maybe, and they're doing the premiere of OG tomorrow alongside our game. Cool. Quests. Anything quest wise? I have to do that still. No, fine then. I need usually it's the dual pistols. I have not gotten a scalp revolver. I think maybe once this entire time, and I didn't get the suppressed sniper either at all this season. So weird. But this would indicate that Team Blue or Blue Team is actually existed into season 4 at least, and that at the same season he was a superhero actor. He's working as a trooper on the side, or vice versa. Oh, this is OG. It's going to take a minute to load on like Blitz. I was like, why is this taking so long? Never mind. You'll see OG's change here as we drop in, by the way. It's going to be at the northeast where the forest is burning and dying. And by the time we were doing this, it was several years in, and our forest we had often landed in was changing, and the ground was cracking below us. But then we were used to life events by then. This place is still overtaken by polars, ice. Y'all remember the kind of meme thing they used to do back in the day where they use that emote and then they shoot at the part, especially to eliminate someone who's down. Okay, shall we head into Wailing Woods and show you how it's dying? You see it's a little misty and snowy down there. It's more seeable during the day. And throughout the entire map, these cracks, see that crack right there? These cracks have been showing up as heat vents are created. What's happening is the Fire King, who's escaped from the new Ice King's fortress all the way over there, is still intent on creating the volcano. If you don't know, that means that the Fire King on this map is evil, like the Fire King in the original timeline is, or if he's just doing this to get revenge. I'm going to drop right here where Rune used to be. You can see the runes from the cube season have all gone, and or the rune spots have all become overgrown again. Just nature healing. And level up. Eat your daily shrooms. They give you shields. Actually, I think shrooms are pretty good for you. The edible shrooms, not the edibles shrooms, but the kind that make you see things. Those are probably not good for you. Oh, right. Forgot all about that. I got minutes before I have to worry. Probably has no idea where I am. I hear him walking. Where is he? Huh? Oh, I don't remember that. Oh, you can't. Oh, wait. Where the frick am I? No longer in the base, that's for sure. Am I on builds? No, no builds. There's usually 3 mushrooms in a row. That's weird. Mushroom. Oh no, I'm not on build. I just happen to have hello. I didn't see this. That was a waste of a glider, but whatever. Didn't see him come out. Hmm. Hmm. Puppy run. Run, wooden puppy run. You can see the whole ground over here is really brown and crusty and dying because of the heat underneath. At the time, we didn't know what was going on. We were like, the heck? Wow, I really like that. I like that too. I need that. Shoot. Yes, the wind and stuff. I need that. Actually, I need a freaking. Ooh. Loud ass thing. Such a powerful weapon. Okay, go down. Tomato Temple. What happens to Tomato Town? Drifted out, gets drifted back in. Yeah, these matches are going to be a little bit longer. You don't have anything I need, do you? Oh, lame. I think I'll take that if I have any. No. Have I killed nobody? I've killed nobody. The hell are they? Damn. Why did I thought those things were instant kills even if he had shield on. Well, my trap was ingenious. Did he? Can't believe he did that. Well, I definitely saw that coming from a mile away. I scared you, Mello, with that noise. Mello, you're growing bigger. Yeah, not really. Well, it's a good stretch. Yeah, we got a big stretch. Oh, a big stretch. Oh, Mello. Mello, don't eat stuff off the floor, please. That is a Kleenex. I was blowing my nose in. Please don't. What did I just say? Don't eat that. No, we don't eat the Kleenex. I was blowing my weirdo. So this is actually a Jonesy. You can't tell because of the weird way it's all set out, and it's a blue-eyed. But I've already looked him up. He is Jonesy. Just really shaved head and stuff. He looks so different from the usual Jonesy though. Like less assured, different colored. Even his face layout obviously looks happy. So I can't tell if this is like just going to be an alternate version of the Jonesy or if it's the actual Jonesy, just all Wars card. Wouldn't just presume it's the actual Jonesy. Since he's a big character. Advanced Forces set. He's also Advanced Forces. This is also a different Jonesy. Is he just an evolution of him? Is the question. Well, that doesn't match in color, but it's the same season. 5, 3, 2. Oh, that's IO. That's not Advanced Forces. This is Advanced Forces, but no. Okay. Advanced Forces apparently got way more technology advanced. Yeah, there it is. Huh. And that looks like a blue team as well. This guy I don't think was a blue team. I don't think he was a free skin from. I'm not sure where I got him actually. I don't know. He may have been part of the battle pass. No idea. Not off the top of my head. Still doing the same quest. Well, that one makes him go away. If you get on too much movement, the pet actually goes away. That one's less movement. Why does the other one make him go away? Okay. Also, we see 2 bullet holes in his chest, which is not good. His chest plates actually took some impacts. I would like to play that other game I've been playing on the Xbox, but I need to get a earphone set that'll work with the Xbox. I think all the earphone sets I had that work with the Xbox are dead. Don't. Oh. I would also like to get a streaming thing set up, like an actual streaming thing, not just relying on the PlayStation that allow me to stream without worrying about, I don't know, Square censoring things, and allow me to stream other things. I'd love to stream the Nintendo. I want to stream. If I had been streaming that Pokemon, I could stream my frustration. I saw that mustard thing over there. I thought he was a horse. Oh shit. Cabin. Go to a good old cabin. Cabin in the woods. Sinsworth is going to run into an invisible wall and go splat. You know, that's a reference to the technical SCP, the movie. So I don't know if y'all have seen it. There's an anime. I don't know if it's American anime or anime, but there's an anime SCP being built looking for funding. Be interesting to see if they do it. Be interesting to see if it's done by people, not AI. Ma'am, why are you scratching the carpet? Ma'am? Ma'am, talking to you. Don't ignore me. Isn't there a massive peak somewhere with a sub on it in this place? Where's that at? Why do I remember that? Is it not this season? I thought it was a season. Like over there. Is there supposed to be a submarine on top of that or something? I just remember a massive peak with a submarine on top. Oh no, there it is. The sub just was not popped in. Adam, what did I just say about Scritchin? Don't you run around like you aren't in trouble. Don't look at me like you're cute as heck. Well, hello. They saw my bullets right off the bat, but okay. Kinda fits with his character. Military guy gets massive gun. America. Oh, hello. What the heck is going on over here? No. Why am I suddenly getting all the good gear? Oh no, not that. That doesn't make sense. This. Good gear, but not the gear I need. Would really, 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 really be happy if I could get like a... What the heck is my quest not up? Dual pistol, scoped revolver, suppressed snooper. I prefer the dual pistols because I can kill with those. The other two are meh. Some texture issues here with the old textures. Guess they look like shading issues. Maybe it's the ray tracer lighting on the old textures that's messing it up. I know it's made the inside of some places a lot darker because they lack light sources. Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho. Yeah. Get. Oh, I'm gonna have to try and go with this. Wish me luck. Hopefully, I run into a freaking bot. Or it's going straight in. Oh, wait. That's always this. No matter what, I'm going to try and shoot someone with this. No matter what. Bullets. Get some blue bullets. Nope. 19's pretty good. I can't hit him with 19 bullets. He's probably going to kill me. I liked it when skins were on vehicles. Now I got the freaking vehicles, which are cool and everything. Got it. Ah, one more. Darn polar peak. I can't tell if I'm inside or outside the loop. They need to darken the loop when it's on white still. I think after several years they'd have that, but I guess they did fire all their hard workers. One more kill, and I have the final mission. I think I can do some missions on the car mode before they shut it down. So, from what I'm hearing, with the tragedy that happened in Fortnite, Sweeney being a greedy asshole, um, from what I understand, they are shutting down Ballistic, the first person mode that they just barely got up and running, and they're shutting down the rocket racing, which Rocket League worked pretty hard on. Was I gotta kill you with this? Let me kill you with this. Ooh. I tried. What was that? That sounded French. Why did you meow in French? And that's it. That is it for season 4. So let me check my time here. It's been 2 hours. We're going to call it and do season 5 next time. 3 hours. We've been on for 3 hours. Jesus, it's been longer. So next time we will pop in with the ace. Didn't mean to do a 3 hour stream. I lost track and was having fun. And the cat's going psycho. So thank you all for showing up for the first of the final Locker series again. Just in case you weren't here at the beginning and y'all watching it now, or I guess if you weren't paying attention and you're watching this on YouTube, these will continue till I reach the very end of the Locker of at least the season we're on. Maybe push it to the next season, depending whether or not I keep getting Battle Pass. My Battle Pass is very iffy for several reasons. I'm not using any more regular V-Bucks, so if I get any V-Bucks, it'll be from the Battle Pass itself or from having the membership. B, very mad at Epic, very mad at Sweeney for being so greedy he'd look forward to pretty much destroy the game and the lives of the people who made the game for his own greed. Most likely what he was going to do is AI was kind of doing this whole we're going to take over the world thing. And Sweeney thought, oh, I'll get rid of all the hard workers, keep some of the lower workers, and run everything off AI. AI will do all the art and do all the programming. I'll just have a shit game I'll make money off of. No, I wanted that Sweeney. I go play a crappy game. Mustard should be super pissed at what you've done to his game. Mustard should come over there and just spray mustard in your face. This is a dumb joke, but yeah. So yeah, there's that. And then B, C, I think we're on C three. Um, Apparently, one of the many people they fired had brain cancer, and he was being treated by his. He gets paid and is making money at Epic and getting treated while working at Epic for the brain cancer. Now he has no job, no money, and no health coverage in shit ass America, where health coverage is only given to you by some employers if you work big enough hours, because America sucks at that. So in that case, um, brain cancer guy no longer has any kind of health coverage. He's kicked off his health coverage mid-treatment for brain cancer. Sweeney 100% knew this. This isn't something new to him. He did this on purpose 100%. all of it on purpose. Why? So his pockets are fatter. That's what happens when you let greedy corporate people take over from a person who cared. Mustard retired from Epic, and an extremely greedy corporate dickhead took over for him. Someone who cared less about the game and the people the game was sold to, and more about his wealth. It's not like he's not making money if he just give a shit. He wouldn't be making money if he just gave a more of a shit or actually cared about something other than himself. But he doesn't. So he wants the biggest bucks he can get at the expense of everybody, including his own game. Or Nintendo for that matter. Nintendo sold off to some CEO jackasses that even the old CEOs were like, man, they suck. And they've pretty much ruined Nintendo's reputation uh, in the past year, with the Switch 2 being not a failure at launch, but being a failure at hardware, being a failure game system, just being the ass, honestly. It could be good, but it's not good because of all the restrictions the corporate people are placing on it. Just the big guys not caring about their people who pay them, honestly. Because if they, man, what are you doing? My cat's over here. Just where did you get this? What is it? String? Don't give me that look. It's not food. Don't turn your head slightly sideways like you're innocent. You're not innocent. Go find a ball. Where's your balls? Where your balls at? Yeah, you know the word ball. Go get me something to throw. I'll play fetch with you. You gotta go find them. Are they all underneath that thing? Do I need to go find them for you? I'll find them for you after we're done streaming here. Yeah. Anyway, because of that, I can't guarantee what I'm going to do. I may not get next season. I may get. I am really debating it. I'm not buying any more V-Bucks out of hand. This is what the season's membership give me. Actually, with the membership, I may still get next season, even if I quit it now. But who knows? But said whether or not I have next season, I am going to go up until this current season at least, or until this season we're at, depending on what I decide to do. And then we'll see how Fortnite does. We'll see what Fortnite does. We'll see what Sweeney does. I may quit. The game may die before I quit. And if somehow the corporate monitor like actually redeems himself and maybe does something good, which I'm not hopeful for because he's just a corporate dickhead, I may stick with Fortnite until it dies. Who knows? But that seems like the least likely choice. But I think I'll be back on streaming again tomorrow, just for the heck of it, because tomorrow OG does release, and I want to see what they release for OG. Next season is going to be season 8. The Fire King is not part of that season. He was technically part of this season, season 7. Um, but season 8 brings the volcano. Back in the original day, it was like a half-made volcano that he forced up real quick to become his throne. Next season, bring his lizard people, his ninjas. Um, bring some of the, what do you call them, treasure hunting. It was a big treasure hunting season. We got the pirates. Blackheart came in next season. We got that one. The end of the battle pass was the black lady with all the gold on it, and the final outfit is like gold pants. I don't remember her name. She's a treasure hunter. Had the Indiana Jones looking chick. Um, all of it based around hunting treasure. It was the first time they did the treasure hunting boxes. If you know, you go into these seasons, you go like to a computer and you're like, find the treasure, dig where the gold is shining is. This is where it comes from. Season 8 was the very first time it did it. Only instead of gold, it gave you a map and it would show you an X where the X marks the spot. You follow the map to the X and you dig where the X is at. It was fairly fun. Yeah, anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace and out, guys.